Hey guys, I got a new video for you today, and today we're going to be looking at a brand new pair of sunglasses that came from the Standard Issue site. And basically I caught a couple of pictures on this particular model on Instagram about a week ago, and as soon as I saw them I knew that I wanted to get these in hand so I can test them out, see how they fit and see how they felt, specifically because they reminded me of a previous pair of Oakley glasses, the split jacket, and I really do enjoy the way the split jacket fits, so I figured these might be a very similar fit, so I wanted to go ahead and get them in hand and start testing them out. Now these are already available on the Standard Issue site, so if you guys are able to purchase off the site, if you guys are interested, you can go ahead and get them on there now. This is the SI Ballistic Shocktube. And this particular one is in the terrain tan frame, and that's actually a new color frame for me. I don't have any other glasses in that, so I wanted to get it in that one also. And then this is a gray lens. So let's go ahead and check them out. So because these are Standard Issue specific glasses, they do come with the Standard Issue microfiber bag. And then you have your paperwork in here. And I did want to point out a couple of things with the paperwork, just so you guys don't miss it if you do pick them up. Besides the regular paperwork that normally comes with all the glasses, you do get a couple other things. The first one is this shock tube assembly instruction. And basically this is for lens removal. It kind of shows you how to use the included tool to swap out the lenses. And then here is the tool itself. And this is just basically a small little hex screwdriver. And I'm assuming that because it is a terrain tan frame, that's why they made it in this color. So if you were to get another color frame, it might be another color as well. So just keep that in mind. And then the glasses themselves here, we'll go ahead and get them out of the bag. And there they are. So as you guys can see, the terrain tan frame is very similar to the desert tan color. I would say that these are probably a little bit lighter shade than the desert tan. So if you guys are familiar with that color, then that's what you'll get with the terrain tan. You do have your elliptical icon on the side right here. So again, because this is a gray lens, you're going to get a matte black elliptical icon to kind of match it, and it looks really, really nice. So one of the first things that caught my eye with this frame was just the design aesthetics. They did a lot of sculpting on this frame, and it makes it look really, really cool, very tough. The main difference between the shock tube here and something like the split jacket is the split jacket has a lot of more rounded edges, a lot of more rounded look to it. This has a lot more squared off areas, very reminiscent of like a gas can or a fuel cell like that. It is very eminent right up here. So instead of just keeping it straight all the way across, they did this little dip in the middle. The same thing with the nose piece. Now, I was reading on the Standard Issue site, and it says that the frame is actually comprised of two halves. So you have the upper half and the lower half. And you can see it right here where they meet in the nose bridge area right here. Now, this area right here in the corner, it is very reminiscent of the split jacket also, where it kind of flares out a little bit. I think it makes it look really aggressive, which looks really cool. Now, the one area that kind of resembles the split jacket the most would probably be this right here, the bolt area here. The split jacket has that same feature, and that's actually what allows the jaw to swing back and forth when you want to go ahead and switch out the lenses on the split jacket. Now obviously the main difference is with the shock tube is that you'll use the included hex screw or screwdriver to go ahead and go in there and then loosen that so you can go ahead and remove the lenses. So just keep that in mind. It's not quite as easy as it was with the split jacket, where all you had to do was kind of lift up the nose bridge or the nose pads here, and then you can go ahead and open the jaw and remove it. This one you do have to use that tool. The stylings on the frame kind of transcend into the legs right here, which looks really cool. I do like the way that they kind of did different cutouts and rounded off corners and things like that, because it makes it look really aggressive. It makes it look really cool, and it's not just just going flat all the way back. So I think that is kind of like the thing that sets off the frame the most. Very thin all the way through the back here, so they're going to be very comfortable, especially if you're wearing them underneath hearing protection or comms or anything like that. These are Z87 plus rated, so they are impact resistant, ballistic lenses and ballistic frame, and also made in the USA. So there it is. SI Shocktube right there, which is again the model of the glasses themselves. Now, one thing that I did want to point out that was kind of interesting, and I'll show you guys here, I do have a pair of split jackets. Getting back to that bolt, the split jacket has it where it's kind of like a rounded off section right here in the front, which faces out, and then on the inside you have that hex area where you could use the screwdriver to remove the bolts. And it just looks like what they did with the Shocktube is they used that same bolt but inverted it. So they put the kind of rounded shiny area in the inside, and then they left the area where you would put in the screw or the screwdriver facing out. Now that's I think that's cool. You know, they just kind of repurposed the bolts just by flipping them inside out. It makes it look a little bit more aggressive. I think it kind of goes with the whole look of the frame itself. So I like the fact that they did that. Again, it looks really, really cool, very aggressive, very, very lightweight. Again, it's O-matter, so it's going to be very lightweight, but it's definitely going to hold up to a lot of use and abuse. Plutonite lenses, which are, again, ballistic and impact resistant. And you do have the unobtainium on the nose right here, so it will bond more to your skin, you know, the more you sweat and stuff like that, so you won't have to worry about them sliding off or going anywhere. So, as always, what I'll do is I'll go ahead and turn the video around, put these on so you guys can see what they look like on me. Alright guys, so again, this is the SI Ballistic Shocktube in the Terrain Tan frame color with gray lenses. There are a couple of other frame color and lens color options available. I think a total of 4, including the Terrain Tan on the Standard Issue site. So if you guys are interested, again, go ahead and check them out. Maybe you'll find a color combination that you'll like. Let me put these on so you guys can see what they look like. Very, very lightweight, very comfortable. Again, it's an O-matter frame. It definitely feels like it's going to hold up to a lot of use, so you're not going to have to worry about putting this particular frame through its paces. Really nice wrap all the way through. Great coverage on the top and on the bottom and on the sides. There's no light coming in whatsoever. So this is going to be a great pair to use for a lot of different things. Every day you are able to use them for shooting, if you're doing different types of shooting where you're on the move and things like that. Military, law enforcement, you know, anybody in that type of environment. These will work great. They're very thin all the way through, very comfortable. Again, if you're wearing hearing protection or comms or something like that, you're not going to have to worry about them getting in the way because they're so thin on the sides right here. As always, I do show you guys that you can put them on top of your head and they're not going to go anywhere. They're going to stay right where you put them. Then you can bring them back down and continue to use them. Let me give you a shot on the side right here so you guys can see. Again, great coverage all the way to the back. Nothing coming in on the bottom. Nothing in come from the side. So I think if you guys are interested in something like this, it's a little bit of a different look than you would get with like a gas can or a fuel cell. You know, it still gives you that very rugged look, very rugged feel, and it is very comfortable, especially with the unobtainium on the nose, which you don't get with styles like the gas can or the fuel cell. This is a great option for something like that. Again, you do get the tool, so you can go ahead and unscrew the bolts on the side right here. One thing that I did want to note is that the bolts are not able to be switched around the way that the frame is designed. It has a cutout. So, you know, in other words, because I showed you guys that you have the kind of smooth edge on the inside. Let me see if I can get it. There it is. And then the actual area where the tool would go on the outside. If you wanted to maybe switch it around, you're not able to. So just keep that in mind. You'll always have to keep it like that. But again, I think they did that with a particular purpose behind it. It kind of keeps to the look and the aesthetics of the frame itself and makes it look kind of rugged. And it's got a great styling to it. So again, that is the SI Ballistic Shocktube. It's a brand new pair from the Standard Issue site. So if you guys are able to get on the site and purchase it, it is already available. You can go ahead and check them out on there and let me know if you guys have any questions. Thanks.